Welcome back into 13 Sunrise on your Saturday morning. I know a lot of you have a lot of plans. You want to know what the weather's going to be like. I'm Jalea along with Lindsay Monroe this morning, and we've been talking a lot about the rain and the storms that are headed our way, but it is shaping up to be a beautiful morning to start.
It is. Yeah, it looks great. It's going to be another day where we get near 80. The wind's going to start to pick up, so you'll notice that, and that's going to blow in that next storm system. Okay. With the potential of some strong storms possible, as well as some areas of localized flooding. It's going to be kind of a wild ride over the next 48 hours with a major temperature drop that will then move in for Sunday and beyond. So I wanted to start with the calm before the storm, and it's this beautiful view up in Carmel this morning where we've had some sunshine, a few of these clouds rolling through, looking off into the distance as we've got storms that are now bubbling up across the border in central northern Illinois, kind of right there along that frontal boundary. We've had some storms initiate in central Illinois, and as everything kind of heats back up here in central Indiana, it's going to prime our atmosphere to see at least to energize some of that storm development as we go through the afternoon hours today. So lots of dry time to get the day started. This is the latest from the Storm Prediction Center. Still has most of the state under this level 1 of 5 for that isolated severe wind gust risk. Right now it is 67 already over in Terre Haute, 59 in Indy, 63 in Muncie. So already starting to see these temperatures climbing. I think most of us get back to near 80 this afternoon, with those storms likely to develop mainly after 3 p.m. So here's the latest timeline as we walk into the afternoon hours today. I know we're watching the sky for all those homecoming festivities. This is 3:30 for kickoff later on this afternoon. I think storms will continue to become more widespread, first over in the western tier of the state, and then become more widespread through the evening and overnight tonight as we await the arrival of that cold front that will eventually come through about 4 o'clock in the morning, continuing with the heavy rainfall and those pretty strong wind gusts. We're going to talk about these cooler changes headed in on the backside of that frontal system and some much cooler air that's going to stick around through next week coming up in your full forecast.
Thank you, Lindsay. A tragic update out of Owen County this morning, where INDOT has confirmed that one person is dead after an overnight crash that shut down the highway for hours. We've learned so far from police this was around 1 a.m. on US 231 near Hardware Road. It's on Taylor Township, about an hour southwest of Indy. Still very limited details this morning, but we're waiting to learn what caused the crash and if anyone else was hurt in this. This morning, we're learning new details about a deadly hit and run last week that resulted in one man's arrest. Court documents now say that 20-year-old Bajit Singh Gill allegedly hit and killed Ryan King while he was riding his motorcycle on I-65. Police say that Gill kept driving after hitting that motorcycle before he got to the next exit. One man says he saw everything happen and he's the one who called 911 immediately.
I looked over and I heard a bunch of like banging and scraping noise and stuff like that. And I looked over and I seen sparks, and then I seen a motorcycle.
Gill is facing multiple charges, including causing death while driving intoxicated and reckless homicide. His trial is set for December. This morning, more than 200 workers at Horseshoe Casino in Shelbyville are trading in their poker chips for these picket signs. Roughly 90% of the staff voted to authorize a strike. You can hear them out there chanting. They are demanding the casino owners, Caesars Entertainment, recognize their push to unionize with Teamsters Local 135. Union leaders say the strike will go on until Caesars allows for a union vote. The city of Indianapolis is one step closer to buying the downtown heliport as the Airport Authority Board voted yesterday to approve the sale for nearly $11 million. City leaders are targeting this space to bring a brand new soccer stadium to town. The heliport is closing at the end of the year after the city and the Airport Authority agreed to either find a developer for the space or sell the space to the city. Mayor Joe Hogsett released a statement saying in part the acquisition of this property is a significant step forward in downtown Indy's continued renaissance. Now to the push to redraw congressional lines in Indiana. President Donald Trump reportedly talked with state Senate Republicans yesterday, encouraging them to move forward with this idea. Now, currently, districts are split 7-2 in favor of Republicans in Indiana, but President Trump wants those numbers to favor Republicans even more ahead of the midterm elections. Governor Mike Braun previously said that redistricting is likely to happen, although he wants lawmakers to make that decision for themselves. And today, people are mobilizing across the country for another No Kings rally, including right here in Indianapolis. Groups like the ACLU and the concerned clergy of Indianapolis are expected to be there. They're demanding that Indiana lawmakers reflect the state's values. The rally starts at noon on the south lawn of the State House. Well, for the first time, we are hearing from the former director of student media at IU following his recent firing. This comes after he claimed the university is censoring the students that run the campus newspaper. Alex Almanza got to talk with him about the clash between him and the university.
A standing ovation Friday at a national media conference in Washington, D.C. for the former IU advisor fired by the university. It comes amid growing backlash this week over IU's decision to stop printing its student-run newspaper, the Indiana Daily Student.
And once it became about content, that's from my perspective when it crossed the line into asking me to commit censorship of the paper.
Rodenbush claims university administrators told him print editions of the IDS should only include themed content like homecoming guides with no regular campus news. He says when he refused, he was terminated.
And it would be my hope that those who helped make these decisions would take the opportunity to reevaluate journalism and to reevaluate student media at the university level and to give the students a chance, like a seat at the table.
IU says the change is part of its action plan for student media, a shift from print to digital to save money and eliminate a more than $250,000 deficit accrued by the paper annually. In a statement, the university said it remains, quote, committed to a vibrant and independent student media ecosystem, insisting editorial control still lies with student leaders.
And so I think the landscape as it looks right now, you put student journalism under the same microscope as a professional level, and so it's a press freedom issue.
On Thursday, IDS published their homecoming edition exclusively online. In Bloomington, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
Thank you, Alex. It is 9:07. This weekend in Indy is really for the foodies. The World Food Championship is back in town. This is a big one. It's known for being the largest food sport competition in the world. Let's get to Ella Rhodes, who's been live at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, who's been looking around and showing us what people that are heading out there very soon can expect to taste and smell. What's it like there?
Oh my goodness, well, it smells delicious so far. The Biscuit and Championships, love all these puns that they're doing this weekend, is starting up soon. I want you guys to take a closer look, though, at these chefs setting it up. They're getting all their ingredients ready to make some biscuits. I'm definitely gonna try to snag a few, and some homemade jam as well. And also on the signs, you can see where each chef team is from. So we got a team right here in front of you guys. They're from Indiana, super exciting. But there's more than 40 countries represented over this weekend's competitions in several different categories. But I'm gonna introduce you to someone very important, Mr. Tommy. Now, Mr. Tommy, you run the junior and helping them with their competition. What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I think it's a celebration of the next generation of kids who are going to change our lives through culinary. And I also look forward to the fact that they're on a journey of like self-awareness and taking care of themselves and fighting food insecurity through their own talent and what they're learning through this process. So just super excited to see them grow through this.
Amazing. And tell us, what will the kids be cooking up in today's competition?
Pretty interesting today. They get a bone-in standing rib roast that they have to break down and make that part of their theme ingredient for what they're doing. So really pork is the key, all that donated by Indiana Pork, and then our kids are going to take that and turn it into some amazing creation.
Wow, I love it. I'm hungry just thinking about it. Thank you so much. Well, if you want to come, you can join. There's still some tickets available because the best thing about this is that everybody here can taste some of the food, so I'm definitely hanging around for that.
I think that's what everybody is there for, to taste some of the food. So let me know what you like. I'm interested in what they have out there, Ella. Thank you. We'll check in with you soon.